Hi Miles, how are you doing?
I'm well, Saeed. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you so much for coming online and doing having agreed to do this quick video with me. I know that you'll be traveling soon to Bali, and it's good to have you here.
Thanks, man. It's my pleasure.
Right. So just a quick video. I will ask you just about 4 or 5 questions.
Cool.
I don't want to take too much of your time. So tell me about yourself. What is it that you do? What are your passions? Blah blah blah.
Sure. So I've been an internet marketer. I grew up in the San Francisco Bay Area in Silicon Valley. So I went to high school during the dot-com boom. I graduated in '99, right when the dot-com boom was a big hype, and then I went straight into the workforce. So I've had the vision of working online since, for over 20 years. Made my first money online in 2003 and went full-time online in 2010. My wife and I run multiple successful niche businesses, and recently I've began teaching people internet marketing through my video, my blog, and my podcast.
That's wonderful. By the way, listeners, Miles has a huge following on YouTube. I'm sure he has way more following on some other platforms as well. Do check out his website. It's really good. And I look forward to checking his videos myself as well. So, Miles, why are you excited to attend DMSS?
So I've got a personal philosophy that a millionaire is not someone who has a certain number of commas or zeros in a bank account. A millionaire is someone who helps millions of people. And it's my personal goal to literally help millions of people break free from the 9 to 5, break free from that corporate slavery model, and to create their own reality through entrepreneurship. And this is a very clear step on that path. It's an opportunity for me to go give of what I know, and I'm excited. I don't have a product. I don't have any services. I don't sell consulting. I've looked at a lot of people who are going to be presenting. A lot of people are going to be presenting there with the hopes of gaining clients, and I am 100% going to be there to give of myself to the audience with no strings attached, and it's going to be fun.
That's wonderful. That's very inspiring. And I would just like to ask a couple of questions in that regard.
Sure.
Why is it that it's not your goal to look for clients or get some kind of leads? Is it because you already have tons of leads, which means that you're sort of booked for the next year or something? What's the motivation there?
Yeah, great question. So, no, I don't do any. My goal is to be a breath of fresh air in the internet marketing space. If you've ever watched YouTube videos, you'll notice that they've got great headlines. You click, they teach you 3 minutes of an idea, and then they spend 7 minutes pitching you on their $2,000 course. There is a
Yeah.
cancer in the internet marketing space of people who think that the job of an internet marketer is to sell $2,000 internet marketing courses. And I'm trying to actively be the antithesis of that and to stand in a place of power that shows that you can be successful focusing more on giving of yourself and being of service to others, because so many people approach marketing online in a way of being of service to self, and I believe that the game works best when we are being of service to others at scale, and that's my entire approach, and it's working really well. I'm very profitable with this platform. I've just created and built it in a manner that allows me to focus on giving of myself to the audience, and I prefer to stay in that space, and it's a lot of fun because I think that so many people who want to learn this online they're confused, they're getting distracted by high pressure sales tactics, all these new fancy funnels and funnel software out there. They're being bombarded with offers and ideas, and I want to show them that with $100 hosting account and a WordPress theme, you can create a multi-million-dollar business. So I'm doing it again from scratch, a third time now, and I'm documenting the process, and I'm showing them this is exactly what you do. This is how to do it. You don't need to support the fake gurus out there that just are trying to buy Porsches and Lambos and rent more mansions.
Uh, that's a pretty good description of your passion and your goals, and I really find that it's inspiring. Your last bit about being so many fake gurus reminds me of Tony Robbins documentary. You know
Ah,
which documentary I'm talking about?
I haven't seen his documentary, but I have seen him live, and I've read
Yeah, yeah.
many of his books, and
I, I
he's an idol, right? He stands in his power, he
yeah, yeah,
speaks his truth, he helps people, and he
yeah.
is, if you think of my philosophy of a millionaire, he is helping millions of people change their lives for the better, and that's what inspires me. I don't care about his mansions, his islands, and everything he owns. I care about the legacy of help he's done and how many people he's helped on Earth. That inspires me.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I agree. And you should watch his Netflix documentary. It's called, I think, I'm Not Your Guru. It's
Nice.
very, very inspiring, very motivational as well. Also, I mean, you talk, so is it like what you talk about your philosophy, is it about caring about people first and making sure that they are able to get value from your content and your experiences, successes as well as mistakes, right? I mean, if I have made a mistake, I would love other people who have not had those experiences yet to learn from that instead of wasting the same amount of money or time or energy on making the same mistakes.
Yeah.
So I mean, to shorten my question, what I mean is it about making sure that you're focusing on helping people first, and so that approach actually helps in being successful in terms of finances and all later on yourself as well. Does it
Right.
make sense?
Yeah, it does. And you're
Okay.
correct. I think putting other people's needs, desires, goals, hopes, and dreams in front of your own. Zig Ziglar, a famous speaker, he has a quote that says, if you want to get anything you want in the world, help enough people get what they want in the world. And
Exactly.
it's
Yes.
the philosophy shift from being of service to from self to being of service to others. And I believe that a personal philosophy that as a human I'm here on this earth to help others and to help the earth and to be of service. I'm not here for Lambos and mansions and fancy watches. So that it's a very much a personal philosophy of how can I help. And my wife had an interesting observation when I was learning the internet marketing game. I made my first money in 2013. I went full time with internet marketing in 2010. That's a 7-year period of late nights, how does this work, frustration, challenges, failure after failure. And my wife believes I'm creating my content for my 21-year-old self. And no one was willing to put out this how-to content before, and I'm shocked I was the first person to have this idea. And now my goal is just to be the most helpful internet marketer out there, because there's a lot of people who don't have $500 to $1,000 to $2,000 to invest in a course that will leave them hanging. That's the problem. That's my problem with fake gurus is the sales material is great, but the delivery on the course, they actually don't give people what they need. They give people enough to need their next product, and there's one person who benefits in that situation. It's the fake guru. So I'm flipping it around. I'm flipping the whole model around on its head. I'm giving all of the information. I recommend a few key tools as an affiliate. That's how I'm earning my income from it. And it's fulfillment versus wealth, and wealth and fulfillment are connected, but I'm much more interested in living a life of fulfillment, and in that comes a level of wealth. But I donate to a lot of charities. I'm trying to do more charitable work. I want to start a foundation. If you look at Bill Gates, he's donating over 50% of his wealth to, I mean, he's literally single-handedly going to cure malaria from the planet. Like, that's crazy. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And I think that we all have the power to create massive positive change on Earth, and I want to be a part of that. And that's where I'm going with my life.
Yeah, yeah. It's great to see your passion and positivity and all that. And this is how I got started. Like I'm from a very different part of the world in some senses, right?
Right.
Like I come from a totally different background and all that. And if I could just share,
Yeah.
I made my first ever money back in around 2004 online. Without even doing any selling or anything. I didn't even had it in my mind. I was doing actually an internship in Pakistan, and I was just interacting with people on a forum. And back then, especially in my country, it was like totally unheard of. Like everyone would be like, why you're doing it. Once I started to get clients, but the first client I got, he saw me helping other people on the forum, even though I considered myself like the beginner. But whatever I would learn, you know, in
Right.
that beginner phase, I would, help someone else in the forum. So he saw that, and he offered me like an e-commerce project. So that like sort of really changed my mindset and all that. Like, okay,
Nice.
here I am doing an internship at a local company, and here is a guy who lives in the UK, and he's paying me several times more to do something which will take much lesser time than my 1 month internship.
Right.
So, but it's always about helping people, right?
It really
And
is.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's kind of crazy in the sense that I'm not sure if that's why I asked you if you have too many clients to sort of handle, which is why you will not take clients. Which I think what you mean by that is that you will not take I guess services clients and all of that, right? And
Right.
I did saw your courses that you recommend, and
Right.
yeah, it's totally fine. If something I saw that you have taken some really good courses. There is I think Richard Brunson's course. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name
Uh,
correctly, and there's some other good sources as well. So if something helps you, and you
Right.
sharing that information with me, if I take that course and you get some commission out of it,
Right.
nothing bad with that, because I still pay the same money, right?
Right. And so I spend a lot of money on education. I've been
Yeah.
investing in myself for a long time. So I've probably taken 20 times the amount of courses I have there. And one of my jobs is to filter out the wheat from the
Yeah.
chaff, the rubbish from the good stuff.
Yeah.
The big reason why I don't take clients is because it would keep me from helping millions of people, right? If I had to take my time to help one business grow one business, that means I don't have as much time to make my YouTube videos that can reach tens of thousands or millions of people. I can't write that blog post that can literally help thousands and thousands and thousands of people. So it's a perspective of
Yeah.
scale, and I'm trying to be of service at scale. That's the big part in what I do. My wife, we have a meditation business. Our niche business is in the meditation space. Her email list is 151,000 subscribers as of today. So she used to do one-on-one sessions with people, but we realized there's only so many people you can help in a lifetime until you
Yeah.
change the model to one to many. And now she sends
Yeah.
out a free meditation. Hundreds of thousands of people are able to access it. If you look at 910,000 fans on Facebook, 20,000 followers on Pinterest, 50,000 followers on Instagram. She literally is getting meditations in the hands of hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people. That can change the world. And if she was just busy doing one-on-one client stuff, she
Yeah.
wouldn't be engaged with a model that can potentially change the world. So it's kind of a philosophy shift. And what it is so I'm delaying gratification. I'm saying no to $10,000 a month to manage people's Facebook advertising campaigns because I'm saying yes to spending a year of hard work to help millions of people in the future.
Yeah.
And it's just a mindset shift and an ability to delay gratification and to work on kind of a bigger picture.
Yeah, it's a way more a way smarter and a more long-term approach, which is great, and that makes sense. I will definitely get more information about the meditation later on, because I think that's very important for entrepreneurs and everyone, and it's scientifically proven, right? But
Absolutely.
I would love to know more about your topic that you are going to
Sure.
speak at DMSS.
Yep.
What is it about? Why is it important? Who should come and attend your speech at DMSS?
Absolutely. So I'm going very deep into Facebook advertising. Facebook
Right.
advertising right now is a huge buzzword. There's so many courses being promoted. There's so much misinformation. There's a lot of fake gurus shedding some false information, and I feel this topic is what the audience wants. So I'm going to be of service to the audience. I looked at the DMSS speaker lineup, and there's no one really going deep on the Facebook advertising. So at this point, I've generated 150,000 leads from Facebook. If I was an agency, that'd be a very small number. But since it's my wife and I do everything
Yeah.
myself, and it's a very small business, we're very, very cash flow positive on those numbers. And I've learned a lot of things that don't work. So, and that system changes quickly. So I'm going to share what doesn't work, what is working, and give people a framework to apply to their business or their client's business so they can start generating leads and customers from Facebook. Because we're at a magic little time with Facebook ads, kind of where we were with Google back in 2010, where the clicks are still cheap. It's still fiscally viable to get really aggressive with Facebook. In many niches, some niches it's getting more difficult, but there's a land grab going on right now, and I want to help people get that. And really, so you had one more question. Why should people come watch my speech? Well, first question people should ask themselves, is Facebook advertising for me? And if it's not, if it doesn't fit your business model, please don't come to my talk, because you're going to get excited about a shiny object that's not going to be of service to your audience. So if you're already doing... Oh, go ahead.
Sorry to cut you short. Do you think that it's mostly for B2C businesses? Facebook advertising?
Not necessarily.
Hmm.
You can do B2B, certain types of B2C. I think a lot of brick and mortar businesses, plumbers, electricians, they have a very difficult time with Facebook advertising. E-commerce and drop shipping with small margins, they can have a very difficult time. It's great for information product, people who sell information products and memberships and coaching, because you have to have high margins essentially, or you have to have a really efficient funnel. But it's the way I look at it is, if you have something that's working, it's like adding fuel to a fire. If you've already got a fire going, you have a funnel that converts, and you know that 25% of visitors to your opt-in page opt in, and 2% of people who opt in purchase your OTO. Definitely add fuel to that fire with Facebook ads. But it sounds like a magic bullet, but it's not. It's a lot of hard work, and it's an expense. It can be very expensive to get through the learning curve.
Definitely.
For client service businesses, it's a great add-on as well, because a lot of local businesses, they want the benefits of Facebook ads, but they don't know anything about it. And I think DMSS is going to have a blend of client service people and of entrepreneurs, so it can really help those who are already making progress make more progress.
Right, makes sense. So I look forward to seeing you at the event in Bali, and I will definitely attend your talk as well, because I'm sure that I can learn a lot about Facebook advertising from you.
Cheers.
If there is any final message, any quick message, or how people can connect with you online or offline, do let us know.
Yeah, I'm pretty easy to find. I'm the only Miles Beckler. So if you Google me, if you search on YouTube, if you search on your podcast app, Instagram, wherever you search, I'm the only Miles Beckler. So I'm really easy to find. Find the medium that works best for you. And really for people, just how can you be of service? If you stay focused on being of service to an audience, and you keep their needs in the forefront of your mind at all times, you will achieve the success you desire. And that's been the biggest shift for me. So I just really encourage people to make that shift for themselves. And just really, I think the best way for people is to come join us in Bali. It's going to be an amazing time. And I booked at the hotel the event's at. I will be hanging out at the pool. I will be there to engage. I'm not going to show up, speak, and disappear. I'm going to engulf myself in the community for 3 or 4 days straight. And there's going to be people who are there, and then there's going to be those who aren't. There's still time to get a ticket. There's still time to book your flights. It's going to be a magical experience in Bali, so I recommend people join.
Wonderful, Miles. Thank you so much, and I wish you good luck with your speech, and safe travels.
Thanks, Syed. See you soon, mate.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.